I'm out here in this Airbnb with my family, and it just made me realize, it made me like think back to a few years ago where I was trying to be like this super disciplined guy, and I wasn't really even getting that many results, if I'm being honest. So this video is just going to be about me telling you about my past experiences, and whether if you're somebody who's experienced this, like experiencing this as well, where you feel like you're detaching yourself more from your family and friends, and you're ignoring your social life even more, and because you're pursuing your goals and you're trying to hit them, but at the same time you have this sadness and emptiness and loneliness right now inside of you. Because I've experienced that, and I'm telling you, it's one of the worst feelings ever, because you're at the stage where you're not getting that many results, and you understand and you know that the thing that you want is going to take many, many years. So my question to you is, do you actually want to sacrifice spending time with anybody and embracing this lonely chapter for years straight, just because you want this outcome and this result, and at the same time you still understand that that outcome and result isn't going to make you happy? Now, if you think that that will make you happy, like, let me tell you about this, okay? When I was 32 pounds heavier, like, I went from 183 to 151 pounds. Right now I'm at like 159, because in the past few months I ignored my weight loss a little bit. I focused more on my driving school and stuff like that, but that's not the point. The point is, when I was 183 pounds, I had tried everything. I had tried biohacking, I had tried 15 to 20k steps. I was eating like eggs and ground beef every single day. I still do that here and there with my diet, but I've made it more enjoyable. But I was like hating the food that I was eating. I was doing all of these steps. I was making myself suffer, like torturing myself in order to lose weight, because I hated the way I looked. And I still kept like looking in the mirror and my weight, and I hated it. But there was like this moment where I was like, all I want is to lose like 5 kilos. That's it. All I want is to lose like 11 pounds. And that would mean like the world to me, because I would lose the weight, but I would just regain it back. And then I would lose it again and regain it back. And I was like, I would become so happy if I could just lose weight or get myself to like 70 kilos. I didn't believe I could reach that. But once I started like not being disciplined, once I started enjoying the routine, I got to that place. But it didn't make me happy at all. Truly didn't. All the things that I thought would make me happy, made me smile for a little bit, but it faded away. Like, people complimented me on my weight loss journey. They were like, "Oh, your face has gotten leaner." I've gotten compliments like, "Oh, your biceps gotten bigger." Like, I've seen the when I look at myself, I feel happier in the mirror. But the thing is, you get used to it, and just from taking away from this philosophy, I've realized no matter what result I achieve, no matter how big it is, it's going to feel the same. I'm going to get used to it, because in life, it's always like that. No matter what result you get, you're always going to get used to that. That's the weird thing about it, is because you keep seeing it every single day, so it doesn't even impress you anymore. Right now, you don't have it, so it means something to you, but after you get it, it won't mean anything. So when I was chasing all these results that I wanted to get, and I wasn't getting like nowhere because I wasn't enjoying my life at all, that's when all of the extremism kicked in as well. That's when, for example, when my family would leave and I wouldn't go to them on a guest like to a guest house or a family gathering, and they were enjoying their time. They were discussing ideas with those people. I was at home trying to be disciplined, but I was just confused. You know what I would do when my family would leave the house? I would immediately like find all the junk food that my mom had like hidden inside of the house, and I would eat all of it. I would walk around doing weird shit. Like I felt like a different person. Like I felt like I was so confused at that stage because I was like trying to work, but at the same time I was just procrastinating, watching all these videos. I was always in a hurry. I was always thinking like I needed to get this task done as fast as possible. And right now it's like I'm calm. I'm cool, I'm collected, I'm chill about these things. I'm chill about the weight loss. Even if I gain a little bit of pounds, I know that I can get back to where I was, where like I was 151 pounds. I know that by the end of the year, I know that I have time, and that by the end of the year, I'm going to be shredded. And even if I'm not, this is something that I discussed with my uncle who came from America. Like they were here for like 12 days with me with my family. And I wasn't at my diet at all. I didn't upload that many content at all, which I could have done, but I was discussing with them this idea of who am I even trying to get the physique for? You know what I mean? Like, am I trying to get the physique because I want a bit more likes on Instagram? Like, who am I trying to impress? That validation that I'm trying to get from those people that I want to, like, leave a like on my Instagram or, like, comment, like, that doesn't mean that much to me, if I'm truly honest about it. That doesn't remove the internal insecurity that I have about my physique. If you hate your physique right now, do you think you'll love your physique when you have a six pack? Like you probably think you will, but at the same time you'll probably look at this. It's like the looking at the glass half empty or half full kind of mindset. It's kind of a stereotype, but it's very true. Like the people who always look at the negative, they will always find some shit that they need to improve. So, and that's not particularly a bad mindset if you have a positive mindset around it. Like you can always look at the things that you don't have and still improve on it with a positive mindset. But most people, like the way that I would always look at the bad things about me. I would always look at the parts of my physique that I could improve, never praising myself or never making myself believe that I'm already enough. I just need a little bit more, you know? If you're operating from a mindset of lack, thinking that you don't have this thing, or that if you have this thing, it will make you happy, and that isn't gonna get you anywhere. Like I heard this thing from Naval Ravikant. He said that most of the time we're just existing, and then we look at a thing, and we make ourselves think that I want this thing, and that I'm not gonna be happy until I get this thing. And after I get it, I'm gonna become happy. But most of the times, once we get it, we're not gonna be happy, and then we find the next thing. This is why we see so many people who are never really happy with themselves, who are never really fulfilled in life, because they're always focusing on the outcome, never like truly embracing the present moment that they're in. One day, a family member of yours is gonna die, and you're gonna regret all of the moments that you didn't spend time with them. And even like you're also going to regret not spending enough time with them, even if you have spent time with them, if you have a scarcity mindset. But it's always about not having that scarcity mindset. There's this other quote from Naval as well, as like, I'm butchering it, but it's something like, if you had a fast forward button that if you could like 2x, you could like just like skip all of life, skip like a few days, few moments, you would skip like 80% of your life, and then you'll be old and you have nothing. All of the boring parts that we have in this life, all of the time that we spend with our family, it doesn't go wasted. Trust me. I know you have this hardcore discipline mindset, but being 100% with everything isn't going to work out. It didn't particularly work out for me. And if you're watching this video, you're probably somebody that's similar to me. it probably isn't working for you right now as well, because being extreme has never really worked for me. People say that you have to be extreme in order to get what you want, but it's mostly being consistent for a long period of time. And it's whether you're extreme for a short period of time that you get the thing, but you burn yourself out in the process and you hate your life, or you're consistent with it. You go a bit slower, but you do it for a long period of time and you get the thing, and at the same time, you enjoy the life that you have right now. So I'm out here with my family. I could have been the guy that I was 2 to 3 years ago, who is always being extreme and burning himself out and procrastinating. And I could have said, yeah, I'm not going to go out with my family. I'm not going to go to this trip with them because I want to be the disciplined guy. I don't want to skip my gym. I don't want to skip on the work. I don't want a change of environment. I didn't truly understand that there's people out there who can do both. It just takes longer for them to see the result, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with seeing the result a bit longer, because the result won't make you happy. The result is a second order consequence of the action that you take every single day. The small daily dose of action, the small daily dose of to-do list that you need to tick off every single day in order to see the big goal, because the tiny things in life, they add up to the big thing that you want. It's not the big action that you take that makes you get the thing that you want. It's the small, tiny dose of things that you need to get. Like for fat loss, for example. You only need to do two things, is move more and eat a little bit less. And that's it. That's literally it. Most people make it so overcomplicated. Like right now I'm tracking my calories with this like AI tracker. You know, most people would be against that. They would be like, oh, it's not 100%. I don't want it to be 100%. I want to be 70% consistent. That's it. That's it. I don't want to make myself, I don't want to make me like turn into someone who hates his life but is getting the results that he needs, because the result isn't gonna make me happy. Like the other day I even talked to my father about this. I was like, you know, a fast car, I've sat in a fast car before, and like I liked it, but not to the level that I was always fantasizing about. Like I was always like fantasizing about, oh, getting a Mercedes, a BMW, like Ferrari, stuff like that. My cousin, he has like a Mercedes, and like it's a very good car. It's a very comfortable car to drive in, and I sat on the passenger seat. But if I'm being honest, like I didn't like it to the level that I would always like fantasize about. And that kind of shook me, because I was like, one of my goals, even the other day, one of my goals was like, oh, getting a good car, you know, a fast car. Not a fast one, but a good looking one, like a BMW M5 competition or something like that. But I'm like, I want to get it still, but it's like, I know that it's not going to make me happy, so I'm not going to pedestalize it. I'm just going to treat it as something that's normal. And I think that's the way that we need to go about when it comes to all these things in life. We just need to treat it as something that's normal, as something that we already have, because you have to understand all the things that you want in life, people already have it. People shit on those things. The house that you want, like the other day I went to a place with my family. It's called Blankenazee. It's in Hamburg, the place that we live. It's one of the richest neighborhoods, and we saw a house there that's like probably millions of euros, worth millions of euros. And at first I was like, oh, it would be so awesome to have a house like that. But the second thought was like, somebody already lives in there and he hates something about that house. There's like probably a few things that he hates about it. And that mindset kind of like made me change my thinking about these sort of things. It's like all the things that I want, people already have it and people have problems with it. The Ferrari that I want, the A12 competition, people already have that car. Like hundreds of thousands of people have that car, and like Ferrari has customers, you know? And they have problems with that car. There's something that they hate about that car. And this goes to everything, you know? It's about detaching yourself from the outcome and falling in love with the action so much that you miss it when you don't do it. It's not about like feeling pain that you're not doing the actions. It's just about oh, like you missed actions, or when you come back to it, you're like, I'm so happy that I'm doing this again. I'm so happy that I'm back to like dieting. I'm so happy that I'm doing these steps again. I'm so happy that I'm playing football again or something like that. And whatever you're doing for your cardio, it's always about that. It was never about discipline. If you hate your life, you're gonna hate your life when you get the results. It never changes. You stay like the same person. Only a few small like thought patterns inside of your head must change for you to get to the thing that you want. And it's mostly about the action taking that you have in life. It was never about the results. I'll see you in the next video, man. Peace.